Hello again, YouTubers! On SpongeBob11 back here again on the SpongeBob channel. And today we have another first take video, this time for episode 201A, Sandy's Nightmare. This episode premiered on July 12th, 2016, so that was about almost 2 weeks ago. It's kind of almost 2 weeks ago, it's about 1.5 weeks ago. And yeah, so since the pair is not out yet, I just decided, might as well just do a first take video for this, and I'll actually put a couple of screenshots at the end of the video because I think it's just more productive if I do that, and I'll also be shrinking the number of screenshots on my regular episode review videos, just in case, Viacom comes down and blocks another video globally. If you don't know what I'm talking about, check the previous video, which was re-uploaded. And yeah, so without further ado, I'm gonna get into the summary. Alright, so Sandy, the episode really just starts out with SpongeBob, Patrick, and Sandy in the tree dome eating Krabby Patties. Then they have a karate match to see who gets it, and accidentally realize that Sandy's tree is not feeling too good. So Sandy goes and finds a cure, some fertilizer for the tree, and that fertilizer produces a huge surplus of nuts, which Sandy decides to call SpongeBob over to help trash in some faraway land. But there's this guy, the Shalmon, Shalmon, who tells SpongeBob that he shouldn't be throwing away all those nuts, but should be making it into food, or eating it or something. So SpongeBob delivers a message to Sandy, and Sandy cooks up nutty butter, which is really the acorns plus lard plus some sugar thingy. Alright, so and she actually gives SpongeBob and Patrick to try. Of which Patrick actually shares it with the entire town, who actually licks the nutty butter off Patrick's bag, which I thought was pretty disgusting, and Sandy goes into this rampage of a huge desire to so-called help people, especially the kid who said, who said, "I guess I'll have to go to bed hungry then," and the mom was like, but it's the only thing my boy will eat. And I was actually thinking that does not make any sense at all, because Sandy's nutty butter which just came out, so the boy would have to have had eaten things other than nutty butter prior to that. So Sandy was literally giving into their stubbornness. But okay, so Sandy goes on a rampage, tortures the tree by constantly flushing it with fertilizer, and until the tree withers and slouches. It's kind of slouching, but yeah. So SpongeBob tries to fix the tree along with Patrick, who really does not help. And when Sandy wants to inject more fertilizer, well, she's stopped by the Shalmon, who somehow managed to get into Sandy's tree dome, and tells Sandy to do it more sustainably and stop harming the tree. So Sandy decides that she's just gonna go back to a one tree squirrel, but that was after the Shalmon told some story. I really liked the animation of the story. I just felt that the story was pretty lame and irrelevant. I didn't really see the link at all. It was SpongeBob as the sun, Patrick as the star, and Squidward as the moon. I like the art though, and Patrick, in order to satisfy both the sun and the moon, he's the star, split himself up into a lot of stars, right? So yeah, I have no idea how is that even related, but they put it in, so we'll just leave it as that. And of course, this episode is really just all about, sustainability and you know, making the best use of our resources. So kind of balance there, so you don't exploit things, but you know, you make use of all the available things and make the best use of it. So yeah, I think that was a pretty good thing we could take out of this video. I mean, this episode at least. And frankly, I thought this episode was pretty okay. It wasn't really as surprising or like hilarious or anything. I can't actually think of any memorable lines from this episode either. So I'll just leave it as this. Sandy's Nightmare, well, I guess it's an average episode. I'll give it a 3.5 out of 5. Most critical rating, 3 out of 5. Yeah, but I have a lot more to talk about FoodCon Castaways, which will be in our next video, which is coming up in 2 days. I'm gonna be rolling out a couple more videos this week, so after this we'll have the first take video for episode 202A, which is FoodCon Castaways, and then we'll have our SpongeBob Comics issue 58 review video. Alright, so make sure to subscribe, like, favorite, comment, etc. Keep it right here on Anonymous SpongeBob 101, and I'll see you guys next video. Comment about below what you thought about Sandy's Nightmare, and yeah, maybe we can discuss about that. Alright, so enjoy the screenshots right here, and I'll see you guys next video. Bye!